church and started to paint everything white. This picture is again kind of a unicorn because it's only halfway through. In this picture, the pews haven't been painted yet. You'll see that they have up here.
Finals.
Oh my
Price
goodness.
tag still due. Forget about me.
Siri thinks I'm
Just
talking
the
to
way
it.
we're partying.
I don't know what I said, but Siri really thought I was talking to her. So we had started painting the pews up here, but we had not yet gotten to the pews in the church. And this is what I'm saying. If you look through this up here, you will see that black piece of molding that goes across up there. So the 1949 remodel inside of the church took place in phases. This was the first phase. And this picture is my parents. Exactly 68 years ago today upstairs. February 16th, 1951. Skipping ahead. Okay, by 1955, you can see that the pews have been painted white. And 55 is significant because it was when we put in our formal stained glass windows. So the windows that we see every Sunday when we're up there were put in 1955. And if you read the dedication panels on a lot of them, hopefully after tomorrow they will make a lot more sense. Because I tried to pick out some characters that have some things to do with some of the windows. This is the Sunday school window. This is Cora Graham's window. So that was when those went in 1955, and you can see this is already a door and no longer a window, but the mosaic isn't up there yet. So 55, put in the windows, pews are painted, began a second addition to the Sunday school. The parsonage had to be knocked down by this point because there was no room to put an addition on the Sunday school with the parsonage there. So the parsonage is gone. And we're putting another addition on, which gained more classroom space, a kitchenette, a bathroom, pretty much the Sunday school space that we're accustomed to now. That was put in 1955. So now the outside of the building looks like this. So there's the first little chunk, but then they built it up and got 3 extra stories out of it in some places. Now we're hopping into 1971. Who knows who this guy is? It's Bob Wasser. I'd laser pointer you, but I don't know. So I picked this picture for 2 reasons, partly because Bob was in it, but because it also shows the organ, because one of the things that Pastor Sieber really did was start improving the organ. He was a friend to our music program and spent a lot of money and effort into organ improvements. He also remodeled the Sunday school, yes.
Is that Marge?
Yeah.
Yes?
Must be, because she was here in 66.
Yes, it is Marge.
something.
So it's yes, Marge, Bill, and Bob up there. So in addition to cosmetic remodeling of the Sunday school, improvements to the organ, Pastor Siebert is also responsible for the friendship room. He named it the friendship room. He was the one that designated that space, made it into that cozy little area that we still have. He was responsible for the friendship room. Another thing Pastor Siebert was known for was camping and picnicking. He loved his outdoor activities, as did I growing up. And you can see him performing communion out here. The only picture of me you will find in here, I'm right there. Because that was really all we wanted to see. Some years were not pretty. So this was 1986 camp out down at the bottom. Get back, really far ahead. Which brings us to the tenure of Vernon A. Victorson. Now we're coming along to more and more of you people knowing who I'm talking about. He was here from 87 until 2000. His biggest accomplishments were overseeing our 120th anniversary and our last major building addition. 125th anniversary. We see some friends in these pictures. Matt. Well, he's right there. That was the float that Arlene and I were literally just talking about yesterday from our parade. Any of you out there who want to volunteer for the float for the upcoming parade, we're still looking. Cake from the marriage celebration that we had. It was a year full of activities, much like this one, that happened for our 125th. And also our building edition that we started in '94 and finally dedicated in '95. This year is Lois Itzak, who you will also meet tomorrow, when Lois is portrayed by her daughter Tanya, who came in town just to do that for us. The highlights of the building edition, as you probably remember, were that we needed handicapped access. It gave us ground level access to the building for the first time. We also gained those first floor offices up there, a brand spanking new choir room, and one more stained glass window. Which leads us here. In 2000, we again made history for two reasons. We finally had our very first woman pastor and our first team of pastors. And I picked that picture because I love this picture. I think it's so cute. And about their accomplishments, of course, besides leading us through this, we have our friends from Friendship that we got. We have our North Park collaboration. I didn't figure I needed to go through that because you guys know most of that and you probably just want to eat anyway. So that brings us to present look of our church, which has the same fundamental character as when we started. Kind of for as much things just change them as much they stay the same. I mean, that's kind of where we are right now. Because I know we all want to eat, I will just say that there is a slideshow that I put together because I had 1,000 pictures that I couldn't put into this because we didn't want to be here forever. So there's a slideshow that will play. I didn't put music in it so you can keep talking, but it will play. You will see a lot of familiar faces, and it really does go from our earliest pictures all the way through this year. So we'll let that play while we eat. Take a look at the table and see all these cool things. I have baptism certificates, wedding, marriage, things that I don't understand because they're in German. And a lot of the original photographs from things that were in this presentation. We have our bell rope down there, the original rope that rang our bell, and some really nifty books from different parts of our history. Pastor Mengi's crosses are hanging here right by his picture. He donated those back to the church. We have our seal over here, the brochure from our 100th anniversary celebration in 1969. So take a chance to check all that nifty stuff out because I'm all about, hands-on history. So make sure you get over there, and please come tomorrow when all of this comes to life upstairs and we enjoy an actual bona fide service from 1918 and meet some people in really cool outfits from our past. So thank you.
Thank you.